guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to do this video series on dip liquids. So it's going to be the dip liquids test. And you're like, dip liquids test? What does that mean? Well, I don't know if you've ever been in the situation where you've tried a brand's dip powder and you absolutely love their products, but their liquids aren't really performing the way that you had wanted them to. They're either too thick or they don't dry fast enough. You're just trying to find the most optimal, perfect liquid to suit your needs. So this video series is going to be a variety of brands, and each brand is going to get their own debut. So if you're interested in following this video series, make sure you hit subscribe so that you get notified of every single brand that I review. Up first on my video series is Peppi Gel liquids. But before we get into watching the video on how I applied it and what I thought about it, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the constants that are going to be happening in every single video that you watch throughout this series. So there obviously has to be some constants, right? Like, if you're switching up the liquids, something has to stay the same. So in order to do that, I've chosen to use this color, which is Cuticle by Revel Nail, and keep that consistent throughout every single dip powder application that I do throughout this series. This way you can really tell if it's the liquid and not the powder that's causing issues with how the liquids are performing. I'm going to be rating all the liquids on the same scale. So it's going to be from odor, drying time, consistency of the liquid, shine of the top coat, durability, and overall how I felt about it. This way, you guys can judge for yourself based on what you like about the liquids, whether or not you choose to purchase them or not. Because I know some people don't want thin liquids, and some people prefer a slower drying time, while others prefer a faster drying time. While we're on that topic, I just want you guys to know that these are obviously my results for me on my nails, and everybody's body chemistry is going to be different. So just because I have a certain experience doesn't mean the same exact experience will happen for you. So I'm not going to hold you guys up any longer. So let's get this video started. To start off our liquids test series, we're going to be using Peppi Gel's brand new liquids. If you're not familiar with their system, they just came out with brand new bottles that are opaque, so you can't see the liquid from the outside of the bottle. When you receive your liquids, they're going to come with 3 steps: ready, set, and shine. It also comes with an instruction card on exactly what to do. Alright, so to make this video go as smooth and as quick as possible, I'm going to fast forward through most of the application, slowing down at the parts that I think are notable to talk about. So the first thing I want to talk about is the wiper insert on the bottle. Not every brand has a wiper insert, let alone a good wiper insert. So you can tell that they invested in a really good wiper insert to make sure that not too much liquids gets to the top right here, and that way your bottles don't glue shut. I mean, still practice proper care and everything, but I find this to be my favorite feature about bottles. Alright, so I'm going through and I'm doing my first layer of dipping, and I've already have first impressions. So the most notable first impression is that the base is really thin and runny, but it's not too runny in a negative way. The brush is really good so far. It fans out in a really good way so that you can properly distribute the liquid to your entire nail bed. So I went through and I cut out, and here we are at my third and final dip. So you can see the opacity of using 3 layers of this very thin liquid. So this is the part where I want to show you guys what I mean by self-leveling. So you can tell that it's still lumpy and not a completely smooth application on my nails. So I'm still going to have to do quite a bit of buffing to get that the perfect shape. As for odor, I've made it all the way to the final coat before I noticed it started irritating my nose at this point. But it's not really that big of a deal because I'm about to close up the bottle and finish my final layer of base. Alright, so right now I'm just brushing off whatever's left on my nails. I'm completely done with my ready step, which is also known as base. And I'm going to show you guys what the bottle looks like and how much liquid I got on the rim to see how effective the wiper insert was. So it's a little bit of liquid. I've had much worse. And then let's look at the brush for a second. It looks like it got a little wonky on the side. One hair got a wild hair up its butt. We'll fix that. It's super easy to fix. Alright, so now I'm about to apply my set step, which is also known as activator. It's what hardens the dip powder, and I'm intrigued to see if it really does leave my fingers feeling like they hardened, or if it's still kind of soft, which I'll learn during the filing and buffing part. So I went ahead and I filed and buffed off camera, but these are the 2 tools that I used. I also usually use a drill depending on how difficult the filing and buffing was. I had to use it on this finger because that one was the lumpiest finger out of all of them, but I didn't have to use it on the rest. And you can tell that they filed and buffed pretty smooth, which is super impressive. But on my level of 1 to 3 of easy, medium, or difficult, it was about a medium. Okay, so far I'm impressed. I love my application. I love the thinness. I'm not mad about any of this. So let's go ahead and top coat these and see if we have any issues or not with the top coat drying. All right, again, so let's pay attention to the neck of the bottle and see how the wiper insert is performing on the top coat. So I went ahead and I waited exactly 2 minutes for the top coat to dry, and I am touching it to make sure that it doesn't have a tacky layer still on it, and it is amazing so far. Every single nail is passing the test. Alright, so the instructions do say to apply cuticle oil, so I'm going to do that right now so you guys can see exactly how beautiful it is, because I feel like manicures do not look perfectly polished until you apply your cuticle oil. So I want to thank each and every single one of you for watching that super long application video. Truth is, that was my first round of using Peppi Gel liquids. I ended up doing a second round because the first round I ended up packing and moving into a new apartment and 2 nails lifted off. So I wanted to give it a second try to see how they're doing. I'm on day 7 right now and they have not lifted, none have popped off. And this is what they look like. My application is shit, but they are still holding on. And I'm pretty sure if it weren't for the fact that I am soaking off my nails right tonight, then they probably would go for 10 to 14 days. So overall, I'm impressed. And I'm about to take you guys through a checklist of how I felt these performed. If you're interested in seeing daily updates on the Peppi Gel liquids or every single brand that I'm going to be reviewing throughout this series, I'm posting daily updates to my Instagram. But if you've missed them already and want to see the ones that I've already done, go to my Instagram, click on my Instagram stories. There's one labeled Liquids Test, and you get to see every single video that I've done for the liquids test that I haven't put in this YouTube video.